Our theme for the day is solving systems of equations using the elimination or addition method. Here's a system of equations. Let's solve it. The goal with the elimination method is to eliminate one of the variables. So we have one equation and one variable. The way we go about that is by trying to make the coefficients of either x or y be opposites of each other. And the tool we have to accomplish that is multiplication. So I'm going to look at my x's here. I have 3x in the one equation and 4x in the other one. There's not anything that I can easily multiply by 3 to get 4, nor multiply by 4 to get 3. The same thing happens with the y's. I have negative 3y, positive 2y. There's not anything that I can multiply 2 times 2 easily to get negative 3. When this happens, we're going to end up multiplying both equations by something. I'm going to use the y's to try and eliminate because I already have a positive y term and a negative y term in the other equation. I know that 2 and 3, I can turn both of those into 6 pretty easily by multiplication. So if I multiply my top equation by 3, that's going to give me 3 times 2y is positive 6y. If I multiply the bottom equation by 2, that's going to give me 2 times negative 3y is negative 6y. I'll have positive 6y in the top equation, negative 6y in the bottom equation, and that's what I'm going for, opposite coefficients. So here we go with the multiplication. 3x times 3. I am going to multiply every single term in each equation by that number that I picked. There's my plus 6y, which I knew was coming, equals 13 times 3 is 39. Do make sure you multiply the constant too. For whatever reason, if something gets left out of the multiplication, it's the constant. We've got to multiply every term in the equation in order for the solution to come out the same. Now I have 2 times 4x is 8x minus 2 times negative 3y minus 6y. We knew that. We planned it that way. And equals negative 11 times 2 is negative 22. Here's where the addition part comes in. Now I'm going to add the two equations together, combining like terms. So I'm going to add 9x plus 8x to get 17x. I'm going to add positive 6y plus negative 6y to get, well, positive 6 plus negative 6, that's 0. And the y's aren't there anymore, which is why we also call it elimination. They're gone. The y terms added up to 0. Equals 39 minus 22 is 17. Now we have one equation, one variable, only x, and we can solve that pretty fast, actually, from here. We divide by 17 and get x equals 1. And if we only had one equation, we'd be finished. But we don't. We have 2. So I need to find a value for y also. You can pick either original equation you want. It doesn't make any difference which one you pick. They should both produce the same result. So I'm going to pick the top equation. 3 times, I know now that x is 1, so that's 3 times 1, plus 2y, don't know y yet, equals 13. We'll solve that in the usual way. 3 times 1 is 3. I'm going to subtract 3 both sides. So I have 2y equals 13 minus 3 is 10, which means y is 5. And now I have a value for x, value for y, which means we're ready to say the solution. Ordered pair, x was 1, y is 5.